In that same Times interview, you said that you succeeded in 2024 where other Democrats failed because you talked about prosperity instead of, I guess, more high-minded concepts. I'm air quoting there, like in income inequality. And too few Democrats speak about the personal checkbook and economics of a family in an authentic way.
Yeah.
Do you think that that is a winning tool? I don't know if one was, say, going into a presidential election, maybe?
I see what you're trying to do there.
Uh-huh.
Trying to break some news. Look, I'm here to help anybody speak to everyday citizens because, they need it right now. Whether it's a Democrat or Republican that is your member of Congress, they need to understand how hard it is right now to be a working class American. The idea even of a middle class is gone. A family that's making between $50,000 and $80,000 with two kids is barely making it nowadays. That did not used to be the case a long time ago. People work very hard but don't feel comfortable. We look at how our parents used to do, and you had parents that had one parent working, and you would still be able to buy a house, buy a car, send the kids to college, and take a vacation. Right now, you have two parents working, and you could barely take time off to spend time with your kids. When Democrats, and I'm not going to talk about Republicans, but when Democrats talk about income, we don't really talk about what it means to your life, to the dignity of being a man, being a woman, being a husband, being a wife, being a leader of your family. We talk about it as if it's some type of civil rights issue. And that's just not the way people think. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, or Latino. You think about, how do I bring stability to my family? How do I bring security to my family? And how do I bring a future to my family? And there's nothing more frustrating as someone like me who grew up poor, when you work so hard and you still find yourself in the same situation. And that's what happened in 2024. And the reason Democrats lost the economic vote is because we were talking to them about some very high-minded ideas instead of actually talking to them about what's actually happening in their lives. And we have to get over this idea that, this is a Democrat thing that I'm talking about, that, the people, working class people, do not want to be prosperous. We need to help understand that the policies that Democrats have are going to help you become comfortable, become rich, start a business, and keep growing. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think Democrats have gotten away from that. And this is why we're losing a lot of people that want to aspire to be better for their family. No one inspires to be, poor. But the way that we talk about it, it seems that that's all that we as Democrats would be satisfied with.